Hello, everyone. So I got a message from Antonio, who he's asking me about recording a cymbalum. Now, if you're wondering what that looks like, I didn't know what this looks like either. This here is a cymbalum. That thing is bloody huge. Yeah. So, but he's having an issue where he's having a hiss. So he's got to turn the mics up so loud that he's got a hiss. So hiss is one of these things that we all have to deal with. It could be a lot of different reasons. So I'm going to try to clear it up. Now I think his problem is he just has it's either he has bad microphones or he's trying to use cheaper microphones when he should be using something more like this, like something that's that has phantom power that picks up more, because I don't know how loud this contraption is that he's trying to record, but I'm thinking that's part of the problem. It could be bad cables as well. I know for when I was fixing up my my one snake that I've had so much problems with, I ended up connecting it out of phase, and that one channel, as soon as I put it in, you could hear like it was letting all the noise through. It was just terrible. Yeah, so like the thing is that noise, background noise, and hiss has been an issue since analog recording. That's how we ended up with Dolby. That's how we ended up with DBX. That's why these things exist, because they're trying to cut it down. Now with digital, it's gotten better. It's easier to cut it down, but you'll still get it. I can let me just pull this guy. I thought I had him down already. Let me just show an example. I don't know how well this is going to come through on the recording here, but we'll try it anyways. So let me just switch over to this. I'm going to close this so I don't look at it anymore. So we're on the board. Oh, and of course I broke it already. Look at me. All right, so let's try that again. Come on back. Let's do this. Come on back. There we go. Are we back? We're back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take track H here, and we're going to assign it to a track. So let's go assign. And then I'll just take track H, and we will assign it to the stereo bus just because I don't care at the moment. So let's assign it. So track H is now assigned to the stereo bus, as you can see over here. Now what happens is, if I turn this up too loud, it hisses. It's hard to hear, but it is noticeable. Yeah, like I can hear it. I don't know how well you can hear it, but yeah, if you crank the inputs all the way up, you'll get a hiss. It's just, that's the way it is. It's kind of ironic that if you just turn down slightly, so I'm about there. So I'm about on the notch here, and the hiss is pretty much gone. That's one way of dealing with it. The other issue, and I can show this. Let's just grab a track here. So I think 8 has something on it. Go to mixer. Go to track 8. We're going to turn on the. Nope. See, the nice thing is if you use the out of phase on the board, you're fine. You won't get it. But if you're actually using a cable that's out of phase, you'll get hiss. It's just the way it is. I'm going to insert effect. Now this is another one that'll do it. So I've inserted my effect on track 8. I go to effects. Go to guitar. Let's go to select the amp. Turn the amp on. And you can hear it a bit if I turn it up. you'll hear a hiss. And the reason is because this thing is trying to emulate an amp, and an amp's going to give you a hiss. So how do you combat this? Well, you've got two choices. You can either try to bring yourself down as much as possible, or you use on your inputs. So let's go mixer. Let's just look at input H here. We'll turn on. Oh, it's unavailable. Okay, well, let's figure out why. Go back. Okay, that's why. So track A has it. So on the mixer, then you go to dynamics because you're on the inputs here, and you can select noise suppression. So if you're getting a hiss and you want to try to cut it back, run it through your noise suppression. There you go. Just pull it up here a bit so you can see it better. Run it through your noise suppression on the mixer, and then just have the room quiet, and then just tweak it. You gotta do this. You gotta do this while you're recording, of course. So tweak it, and then once you get it, and then have the person play or however whatever, and then listen, because their playing should overtake the noise in the background. And then that's another way of dealing with it. Like in this case, if I turn this all the way up, I'm not hearing anything. So I got it down to 0. Yeah, it's not giving me any. And it's probably because it's not assigned either. So let's assign it to the stereo track as well. So there, assigned. Now I hear it. I know you probably can't hear it. This is one of those things. So I'm gonna go turn the suppression up to half. So about 44. All right. So about there. Yeah, about there. So about minus 67. I can't hear the hiss anymore. So that means that I can have this full out, and until something comes into play, I won't hear it. We have the attack set up so that it will like hit it right away. So it's like, so as soon as whatever I'm doing stops, it'll go done. We're back on. It's like a little light switch. It's like a guy sitting there with a switch just going tick 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 tick. Yeah, so that's another way. So yeah, so what I would check. So just overview of what I've just discussed. Is it your mics? Are you using dynamic mics? Should you be using better mics? Is it the room? Is there interference in the room? Is that causing it? There's another one I forgot to mention. Like make sure that your room is fairly clear. I do suggest, yeah, if you're gonna do acoustic stuff, use it dynamic mics. That's just they're just better. That's they pick up better. That's what you want. So mics, rooms, is it the cables? Try different cables. Maybe you bought like really cheap cables and it's starting to show. And there's no shame in buying cheap cables. I bought cheap cables and I've had to repair them many, many times now, and I know the feeling. And then there's the ways to the fourth one being, do you have something on the board that's using the guitar amp that feeds back? That's the internal guitar amp will feed back. It will give you a hiss. And that one you'll actually notice because it will show up. It'll show up. So let me go back here for a second. That one, too many cables. That one will show up on the board. Now you can't see it here, but 8 would have been the one that had the thing on. I don't think I have it on there anymore. I think it actually turned it off. Let's go to effects. I'm on track 8, so yes, it's still there. So let's pull the master all the way up. Pull the gain all the way up. And then if we go back, it's on record. So let's switch it to play. And if I go home now, nope, it's not showing. Oh, that's probably why, because I'm not recording it. Nope, not showing. All right, either way, it will, like, that one generally does show up on the board. You'll see like a little flicker of it going up saying, hey, I've got some noise here. That's an easy one to find. And let's go back to just for a second, just so I can, let's put it back to record. No, it's not showing up. But that is one that will do it. You may get that. So that's another thing. So, and how do you combat it? Well, in the case of the guitar amp one, I think there's a noise. Is there a noise suppression in the effects loop? I think there is. Let's see. Let's just go through. So compressor effect. Yes. So there is a noise suppression on there as well. So I'll show you that. Let me just la 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 la. So as you can see in the guitar section, I'll lift up a bit, noise suppressor, you can see it there. It is there. So you can try using that to cut back your noise that you're getting from the amp. That's one you can try from if you're using the virtual amp. The next thing is work on the noise suppressor in the inputs, which is under dynamics. And then you just insert those effects on the track. Let's go back to mixer for a second here. So that was input A. Okay, let's go to 8. Track 8 has it. So yeah, so that's another one. So then turn on the insert effects on your tracks. Use the noise suppressor there and see if that helps you. That's all I really have today on this one. I hope this helps you out. It is was a lovely day. I was gonna do some stuff outside. I'm not now. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.